Hello and welcome to ICG Podcast episode 16. I'm Abdul and with me is Yesvanth.
Hey all, how's it going? Episode 16 is live. Oh my God, it's so good to be back. And I think my week ends with this amazing podcast every week with Abdul, and episode 16 is such an awesome man. Good to be consistent.
Yeah, I mean, we would have done it yesterday at night as usual, but I was a bit under the weather, so yeah, I felt bad about skipping it, but yeah, at least we were able to do it on Sunday, so yeah, it's good. I just look forward to doing the podcast. It's the fun part of my week, anyways. Right then, so like we mentioned in our previous podcast episodes, Sony is willing to put plenty of steep discounts to promote its hardware sales and stuff. So once again, PS5 discount for India is back. Not as much as before, but right now the PS5 price is rupees 47,490, and it will be available from August 24th to September 2nd. So yeah,
Yeah,
people who want to buy a PS5 and still haven't bought it, you're
you
getting it
have
for
six
cheap.
more days. Yeah,
Yeah, 6 more days, and if Sony still wants to keep doing it, then maybe they'll have another discount in the future. But I guess for now, this is what it is. So get your PS5 while you can.
yeah,
Anyways, so apparently the retailers that will be selling it for this price will be Amazon, Games the Shop, Flipkart, Shop at SE, Reliance Digital, Chroma, Vijay Sales, and a couple of other retailers. So yeah, I think they're pretty much everywhere. So get them while you can. Also,
yeah.
something that I've read on Twitter is that the PlayStation 5 Camo faceplates are available on local Sony centers. So
Yes.
if you want, go ahead and get it because I'm sure if for those of you who had a PS5 for around 2 years like me, would have gotten bored by the white color. So yeah, doing that. Speaking of faceplates, in like this marketing for Starfield has skyrocketed,
Yeah,
and as part of their promotion, they have revealed the Xbox Series X wraps, which you can put across your Series X, and they come in three different colors. One is the Starfield official one. One
yeah,
is mineral camo, I think. There's another blue color camo. So yeah, even you can
yeah.
change the look of your Xbox to
I don't know.
celebrate it.
Maybe they didn't have time for a Starfield limited edition console, I suppose, like for the Halo.
Yeah, possible.
Yeah, they were like, yeah, we need to do something. We need to sell merchandise, I suppose. And they were like, let's put out these wraps so they
Yeah,
can stick it on top of the Xbox Series X and feel pretty.
yeah, better something than nothing. And by the way, what's up, Rage Gamer? Thank you for joining us.
Hey, Rage Gamer 15, thank you for joining.
Yeah, so right then, moving on to the next news. PlayStation Project Q has officially been announced as PlayStation Portal,
What, uh,
and no surprise, it will be priced at
Nine, nine.
$199.99. Yes, yes. Before
I
I,
mean, it's
yeah, go ahead, Yashwant.
sorry. No, you complete. I think you wanted to say something.
Yeah, before me and Yashwant offer our own personal opinions on it.
Yeah,
A few other things were announced along with the portal. The Pulse Elite headset has also been announced.
yeah,
It is basically, I think, a Pulse 2.0 at this point, I guess. So, it'll offer lossless audio. It comes with a retractable boom mic. It has AI enhanced noise rejection, and it is capable of filtering background sounds. And it also comes with a charging hanger, so it's convenient for charging, and it's cheaper at dollars 149.99. The other
yeah,
product that was announced was the Pulse Explore, which are, if you guys have seen the reveals before, those are those wireless, truly wireless stereo earbuds.
Yep.
So it is the first of the set of wireless earbuds that Sony is producing for PlayStation, of course.
Yep.
And then it will be providing a premium portable audio experience with the dual microphones. Once again, it has AI enhanced noise rejection. It is capable of filtering background sounds and also offers lossless audios. And comes with a charging case. And guess what? It's just as expensive as the PlayStation Portal at 199.99. Now I'll let
Yeah.
Yeshwanth tell his opinions about the PlayStation Portal.
Oh man, it's crazy. It's just super crazy. Like the biggest issue is if you want to have the complete immersion while playing PlayStation Portal through the PlayStation Portal, you need to use these proprietary buds. What is that? Pulse Explore?
Explore, yes.
Explore, yeah. Yeah, man. This does not come with Bluetooth. Remember that Portal does not come with Bluetooth. It does not support Bluetooth headset or headphones. So you need to, if you want to have complete immersion with sound, then you need to use this Pulse Explorer. So basically, you're spending $400 for PlayStation Portal and Pulse Explorer. I don't know, man. I think it sounds crazy. $400 for basically a streaming device, and it runs on Android. So yeah, um, PlayStation Portal runs on Android. Okay, this is nothing related to the completely PlayStation Portal. I mean, bit of it. So basically, I recently saw a tweet saying that as Xbox Cloud maybe is also supported on Android, and if as this dual, what is this Portal runs on Android as well, we everybody is assuming that you can troubleshoot the Android with developer settings, all those things, and maybe run Xbox Cloud on your portal. So
Interesting.
that's something to look for. Yeah.
Yeah,
You
imagine.
can finally you can play Starfield on PlayStation.
PlayStation. Oh, yeah, good point, good point.
Yeah.
So, in my opinion, $200 you get to pay for a device that does not have Bluetooth, but it has a headphone jack. So, yeah, thing is, I don't see the appeal because, like, it's basically it's a remote play device. It
Yeah.
doesn't have its own processing unit or a graphic processing unit, so you can't like natively run PlayStation games on it. So you can't go out and play with it or something like that. You still have to have your PlayStation on rest mode or something while this is there. So ideally, I think this is mostly for people who might have like someone occupying the TV and they want to play, so they'll probably take this and play it. But
Yeah. I mean, $200 buy a monitor.
yeah, but
Yeah.
many people, the point of a console is to sit on the couch and play games, or just lie down on the bed and play games. But yeah, so for those people, of course, they might want to take something portable and play it in while they're lying down or chilling or something. So I think it's okay for them, but taking the price into consideration is what's very steep. $200 just because you want to lie down and play, it's kind of too much, don't you think?
Yeah,
And
I think we do have a comment, right?
right,
Pratito Mighty.
hey
I'm
there,
sorry if
man.
I butchered the name.
Yeah, hey, man.
Uh, yeah, hey guys, I understand the hate portal is receiving. I don't think it's meant for everyone. It's for a certain kind of people who would like to take their game across the room. I do agree. Yes, you are
Yeah,
absolutely correct. And it's not for everyone, absolutely, but um, it's if you want to just don't want to turn up your entire monitor, or you want to just sit on your couch and have the same comfort as looking into your smartphone and play. Yeah, I suppose you for that, and maybe your TV is occupied, as Abdul points it out, and um, and you are in a different room, and if you want to basically just lie down on your bed and have a small game, I suppose, then yes, that is also correct. And yeah, it's for certain people. I do agree.
I mean, yeah, the same thing. That's what I feel.
I don't
People,
see your video, Abdul.
oh, really? Okay. I
Yeah,
think
I
that's the issue.
think Discord popped out your
Can
video.
you see me now?
Yes, yes, I can see you. Yeah.
Hello again. Yes. So, yeah, I mean, like, yeah, it's for people who just want to take their gaming to another room when their TV is occupied. So, yeah, it's practical in that sense. But then again, like I said, it still does not justify $200, because
Yeah.
if you put in maybe like $150 more, you can buy a Steam. Sorry, you may buy a Nintendo Switch OLED. That's a complete handheld console itself. And if you pay a little bit more extra, you can buy a Steam Deck, which is like a portable PC handheld. So the options are there, but at the end of the day, if you just want to play PlayStation on a remote device, then this is it. Then again, even the Steam Deck can use a third party program to remote play PlayStation games. So
Yeah.
if you get bored of playing your PlayStation games in the middle, you can just stop it and play a PC game. So that seems like a more enticing offer. But
Yep.
yeah, it's for a particular type of people, like you mentioned. So yeah, to those who enjoy it, they will enjoy it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, moving on. Oh my God, another acquisition. Okay. Sega has confirmed that it has officially completed the acquisition of Rovio. For those of you who don't know, Rovio are the makers of Angry Birds.
Yes.
Now I don't know how they are going to fit that into their universe, but I guess we'll
You
just
know,
have to.
I have a good memory. First time I heard about Angry Birds was on iPod. There was this
Uh,
small iPod, and it was my uncle used to have it, and uh, it was so good. I was hooked into that game from the moment I laid on my eyes on that game, and when I heard that it's available on Android, I was like, let's finally let me just get that game and play it. So I completed the entire game, and the first Angry Birds, I completed the entire game. I tried for all 3 stars, I suppose, every level 3 stars, but it
yeah,
was not that easy to do that. But yeah, basically, I completed every level that it had. The reason you don't see more about Angry Birds as a game right now in these days is because I don't think they have enough resource to port the game to new Android versions. So the rule for Android is basically the Play Store is you need to support the every version of the Android, something like that. If you do not do that, then you will be pulled out of the Play Store, I suppose. So that's the reason they were like, we need to focus more on other games, so we don't have time to put the game to the newer Android version. So I think that's why it was pulled out. But Angry Birds 2 came, Angry Birds Space came, and I don't know, there are too many Angry Birds. They just released too many too fast, I suppose, and it got diluted. The fun of the game was lost, I suppose, in the eagerness to capture the lightning again. Yeah. They do. They are very good studio, and I did. There was some YouTube video, man, how Rovio, everything about Rovio, and you need to watch that if you can. But yeah, I think the reason Sega purchased Rovio is for mobile development, I suppose, for mobile gaming development. And I'm not sure if Sega has any good smartphone development uh, teams. So I think they were like, we do have, they were like, they have certain awesome IPs. So they were like, okay, let's just see if there are any studios that are willing to, or if there is anything that we can do. But maybe they just looked around and they were like, hey, Rovio, the Angry Birds studio is available. So let's pitch in with our offer and see what goes. Maybe that's what happened in the background. But yeah, it's good to see. I mean, it's not good as a end user, but I think it gives them some resources, I suppose, because Sega is a very big organization,
Mhm.
and good to have some financial support so that they can keep producing their games.
Yeah, so I guess that Rovio was just too fast, too furious.
Yeah, the what you say, the yellow bird.
Yes, yes. But anyways, I mean, I don't think they make any other games except for Angry Birds. I
No,
mean,
there are man, there are some good games later.
really, well, I haven't noticed, but as far as I know, Angry Birds is all the craze back when the smartphone boom was happening. And then later on, more games came in, and slowly they faded to the background. And now I can't seem to find any good games on Android as far as I know. I mean, I completely switched to console, so I don't mind. But
Yeah.
back in those days, just for every 5 to 10 minutes of spare time we had, or we were just waiting to for an appointment, we just boot up our phone, some pick up some game that'll just pass the time, and that was that. But now I don't see any good quality games anymore. But anyways, moving on. What we have next is John Wick the video game. Wow, that'll be
Yep.
interesting. It is a AAA video game that is confirmed by Lionsgate in May 2023. Wow, they confirmed it quite a few months back, and I didn't even know. Interesting.
Yeah.
And they think that it's coming soon and not years away from launch. Dev team is deeply working on it. Yeah, I mean, if they do make a John Wick video game, I really want to see how they nail the combat. I just want them to make the combat like the movie. It should be that awesome, fast
Have you
paced.
seen the John Wick 4, the recent one?
I've seen all four John Wick movies, man.
Okay, awesome. Then you might know that they were inspired by one of the games, Hotline Miami.
Ah, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, you see where when you shoot, it comes as a fire and then attack. So
Uh-huh.
the entire shoot was one take, right? So the camera was on top and there was no roof. So basically, you could see everything like Hotline Miami, and you open the door and then bam, that's one shot. It was shot so beautifully, and as I was watching the movie, I was like, is this part of the game? Will John Wick have this as a mini game in the game? If so, oh my God, this is so beautiful. And I don't know
Mm,
how copyrights work for this, for inspiration, I suppose. I don't know. But that
mm.
looks really, really fantastic. Maybe they were like, hey, this is just a glimpse of the AAA game that we're going to release.
Yeah, I just want to see the combat and, you know, maybe put some upgrades in there for what kind of weapons you got to use. And also, I like the fact that the suits they wear are bulletproof. So it's like,
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, they have plenty of ideas in the movie itself. So, and John Wick himself is quite an awesome character.
Absolutely.
And
You know
hopefully,
what?
yeah,
When you're talking about this combat, I thought of Sifu PS5 game,
uh,
and I was like, is John Wick game the combination of Sifu and Hotline Miami? That's a great pitch, man.
could be, yeah, of course.
That is an awesome pitch. That's an elevator pitch right there. Sifu plus Hotline Miami. That's John Wick game for you, triple A game.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
my God, that sounds so good.
Now we just have to wait for these devs who are deeply working on it to execute it.
Yeah, yeah.
And coming soon, I think it might be next year. And we have another comment from Pratrito. Hotline Miami is one of the most ruthless, unrelenting, as well as enjoyable game of the same time. Had one of the best soundtracks. Okay, I'm
Yes,
I,
yep.
I'm sold.
Yeah,
That
it's so brutal and it's so what do you say addicting, I suppose. The rock music in the background, while you are going door to door, opening the door, and then bam, 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 and the bullets ricocheting on the walls, and you see the crazy music going in the background, and you're pumped too. Like, come on, man, let's go! I'm gonna wanna shoot. I want to go more crazy on this game, and yeah, it's. I saw some videos, and it's an amazing game. Yeah, if you can get your hands on it or play sometime, yeah, check it out. It's beautiful.
Yeah, let's just hope they make an original announcement first before I get overly excited.
Yep.
Yeah, so moving on. A live action Jak and Daxter film is reportedly in the works. And yeah, if you guys aren't familiar with Jak and Daxter, back in the days of the PS2, there were three iconic duos for the PlayStation.
Yep.
The one that survived the longest is, of course, Ratchet and Clank. Then there was Jak and Daxter. Third one was Sly Cooper, but he was not necessarily a duo. He had a team of three people. But yeah, those were the iconic characters of the PlayStation 2 era.
Yep.
And I think Jak and Daxter, they faded out. By the time the PS3 was out itself, I think they got faded out. So, I
Yep.
mean, it'll be good to see something regarding that finally come back after all of these years of absence. The thing that is kind of I'm skeptical about is the fact that Tom Holland will play Jack, Chris Pratt will voice Daxter, and Ruben Fleischer to direct. Oh boy! So as if being Nathan Drake was not enough for him, he has to
Yeah, yeah. So, is the same guy who directed the Uncharted movie, right?
really. Oh, okay, great.
Yeah, yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think it's the same guy who directed the Uncharted movie, and I mean, I'm not confident going into this. He ruined one movie, one gaming franchise already, I suppose. I mean, it wasn't bad, it wasn't good. I mean, for the people who played the one, two, three, myself, I played the three parts, and I loved the second part.
Mhm.
It, it it didn't feel like an Uncharted movie. That's what I'll tell. It felt so. There was no justification done to the characters uh, on how they were developed and how they were executed. I didn't like. The small what do you say dialogues. Yes, the simple dialogues that Nathan throws in the game. It it's the wit, and you don't see that in Tom Holland. It's the charm. That's what I think they were looking for, the charm of Tom Holland, and they just brought him on board, and it was like, yeah, the manager of Tom Holland was like, yeah, let's go, man. Yeah, I'll give you one more flop other than Spider-Man.
Well, we can't necessarily say that Spider-Man is a flop.
No, no, other
Uh,
than Spider-Man, that's what I said. So
yeah,
Spider-Man is not a flop. So it's absolutely $1 billion movies, and
uh,
that's the only thing that manager did, I suppose. Good.
yeah. I mean, um, Tom Holland is a good actor, but like I said before, I didn't feel like he suited the character of
Exactly.
Nathan Drake because, as far as the game goes, I feel like Nathan Drake is a guy in his early 30s to mid 30s, and I'm quite sure he's taller than Tom Holland for sure. And
Absolutely.
he looks way cooler, man. He looks way cooler. So
Exactly. Yeah, rugged and experienced, and there was he has. It's like he has seen so much of the world, what it has to offer, and the movie Nathan Drake was like he's the younger version of the game Nathan Drake.
yeah,
That's what I felt. He didn't go through the experience that the older Nathan Drake went through, and the love angle was completely focused on one weird character, and it was weird, man. It's so weird, and I don't know. If you want to execute a game into an awesome movie or series, take a look at Sonic. Take a look at the Last of Us series. That's how you turn a game into a movie or a series. It's
yeah,
not exactly one to one. You cannot make one to one from game to a movie and a series. That's not how this entertainment works. And I don't think the director um, realized that, I suppose. So, yeah, that's where we are.
yeah. Well, I just think that they took out the gaming aspect of it and just made it more Hollywood, you know.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, so but apparently in the same news, I would like to say that Gran Turismo 7 is getting quite good reviews and praises for its
Exactly. Yep.
portrayal. So they luckily they didn't overly Hollywoodify it or something. They, I mean, uh, at least they didn't make it like Need for Speed. So I'm glad about that.
True. Yeah.
So
I
I'm
remember I remember watching Need for Speed without knowing that it was a game before. So
oh wow,
yeah, whenever when the movie launched, I went to the theater. I was bored, and my uncle and I went. We were looking for what movies we have, and there was this Need for Speed, and okay, it's a car racing game, so we thought, okay, let's go and watch. It was so slow, man. The movie was so boring.
yeah, yeah. I mean,
There was no racing; it was just drama.
exactly. I mean, for a movie based off a racing game, there was barely 15 minutes of racing involved. So,
Exactly. Yeah.
uh, but luckily, Gran Turismo seems to have done justice because they had plenty of racing and they made sure to capture that essence of racing with very close-up shots at high speeds and stuff with drone cameras and
Yeah.
so I'm excited. I'm looking forward to seeing the movie. So yeah, let's see how it goes. Anyways, another interesting thing is uh, another God of War game might be in development because Sony Santa Monica Studios is currently posted a job listing for a combat designer with knowledge of God of War 2018 and God of War Ragnarok combat system mechanic and enemies.
Yeah.
So
I
basically,
mean, recently, I think after that first information, we came to know that it could be for a DLC, I suppose, or because that's what why the leaker. I don't know. I forgot his name. The I don't know. It was some leaker on Twitter, and he came out and said that it's DLC that's in development. That's actually in development, and this job posting could be for the DLC or still could be for the actual next game for God of War.
hmm, yeah, knowledge of God of War 2018, God of War Ragnarok combat system mechanics and enemies. I think pretty much all God of War players can be filling that role.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
But then again, no, we aren't working as combat designers, so we can't get the job unfortunately. But yeah, let's see what happens in the future. Then, oh, the official Tomb Raider website has changed to show Become a Tomb Raider with a form to sign up to be the first to hear breaking news, including rewards, exclusive merchandise, releases, and more. So, yeah, if you're a Tomb Raider fan, you can go ahead to the website and sign up to this, and you'll be the first to hear about news regarding any Tomb Raider game in the future. And yeah, we got another comment from Patrito. You guys need to talk about Cyberpunk 2077 Phantom Liberty. I can't wait for update 2.0 as well. Okay. First and foremost, we'll play the game and then we'll start talking about it.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, I think I've said before, many people have told me that if I'm going to start the game, I might as well start it after Phantom Liberty is out so that I can get to experience the entire new mechanics and everything. So, yeah, perhaps when Phantom Liberty is out, I'll give the game a shot, and then if I get really excited, I'll spend an entire episode of the podcast talking about it, I suppose.
Yeah, man. Where we did discuss about Cyberpunk in our last podcast as well, and where it was launched, how it was launched, and how it is right now. It's an amazing improvement. Kudos to the developers. Kudos to the studio. They did their work. They hired the community, and absolutely a great job from the studio. And that, as I said, right, anime was also one part for the craze recently in Cyberpunk. And yeah, Cyberpunk deserves all the attention it's getting right now. Yeah,
Definitely worth it. And Patrito says that you get. Wait, no, he doesn't say that. Sorry.
Sanjay.
Sanjay, hey Sanjay, how are you doing? He says, I'm thinking the next Tomb Raider game may be something like create a character and play with them, not with Lara. I'm kind of getting that vibe from them. Without Lara, it won't be a Tomb Raider game, you know
Tomb
that,
Raider.
right?
Yeah. I
So,
mean, you can have your own personality, I suppose. But still, there was it's Amazon Studios, right? That has the rights to the Tomb Raider, if I'm not wrong. So I saw the Amazon Game Studio. Um, Also, there's Lara Croft from the backshot. There was a poster released, and Lara Croft was facing the other side, and yeah, it was like Tomb Raider, see you soon or something. And maybe it was expected for Gamescom, but maybe it was dropped later on. But yeah, a few weeks before Gamescom or a month before Gamescom, we did see some rumors about Tomb Raider potentially having an appearance in Gamescom, but yeah, nothing happened. Um, yeah,
well, Sanjay says, I mean, be a Tomb Raider is giving me
uh,
that vibe. Ah, okay. So, we're telling you to be a Tomb Raider as Lara Croft, perhaps.
as Lara Croft. That is also true. Yeah, that is
Yeah,
also possible. Yeah, I mean, you play
yeah,
as Lara Croft, and you are Lara Croft, and you are the Tomb Raider. So
yeah. Or I don't know, maybe if they do allow you to create a character, perhaps you're supposed to go finding treasure with Lara Croft.
with Lara,
Yeah,
no, that
that
would be crazy.
that would be a case. So who knows?
Yeah,
But we'll just have to wait and see. So I think as of now, the only thing we can do is sign up to find out more. Moving
yeah.
on.
What do you think? Like God of War, father, son, and then Lara Croft, some unknown friend or relative joins in her adventure.
Hmm, I don't know. They're
This
saying that.
family sentiment always works in games, right? So The Last of Us was that, and God of War was that, and I think that's where they were like, oh, let's add somebody a younger version, a younger character, and let's see how it's. Let's write a story based on that, I suppose.
I don't know. Maybe I don't think that Lara Croft is like Vin Diesel with family.
For family.
Yeah, so I don't know. But if they do come with the angle of create your own character to play along with Lara Croft, then if I create a character, I'm going to make him Nathan Drake.
Yeah,
That'll be a wicked combo, Nathan Drake and Lara Croft.
and Lara
Yeah.
Croft. That's a crossover that nobody expects.
Yes, and if Naughty Dog finds out, they'll immediately put a copyright
Yeah.
infringement strike and ban me from the game or whatever. But
Yeah, Sanjay has a very good semantics. Oh man, Sanjay is coming with the semantics here. It's good, man. Then it should be the Tomb Raider, like be the Batman. Coming with the semantics, Sanjay. That's good. That's very good. You could be true, man. That's what we will say. You could be true.
yeah, be the Tomb Raider, be the Batman. Yes, I am Batman.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I'm not. I don't have any money. Anyways, moving on. Bungie's next project is a team-based action game inspired by several genres in a brand new science fantasy universe. It draws inspiration from fighting games, platformers, MOBAs, life sims, and frog-type games, wrapped in a light-hearted comedic world, or otherwise known as Destiny 3.
Oh man, you ruined that. You think Bungie has time for any another Destiny?
I don't know what else will they do. I mean, the only other game they've shown us is Marathon. But
Yeah,
I mean, this could be something else. If all else fails, there's always Destiny. So
there's always Destiny. You have your Destiny, so yeah.
So Destiny 3, so let's see how that goes. Anyways, due to ongoing customer demand and request, Konami have decided to release the Metal Gear Solid Master Collection Volume 1 for the PlayStation 4. So, yay to people.
Yeah,
Pricing and details will be revealed at a later date. So, this goes to show that Konami actually listens to its fan base, which is a good thing. And why can't all other companies listen to stuff like this? Because if they listen to their fans, they would really get a lot more sales.
yeah,
But unfortunately, that's not the case. Um, but then again, I think, yeah, I mean, talking about this point, recently in Gamescom, I think Phil Spencer spoke with Larian Studios and they have come to an agreement. Apparently, they'll be bringing Baldur's Gate 3 to Xbox within this year itself. But they will be removing split screen for Series S. I think this might be a one time exception. Maybe
yeah,
they might add split screen later down the line or something. But I guess Baldur's Gate 3 was too much of a huge success to be let out of Xbox. So
exactly.
Phil
Yeah,
Spencer himself has said that Baldur's Gate 3 is a major game for the industry.
yeah,
So I think that he feels like it should be on Xbox. So he decided to make a compromise and be like, let's bring it to this ecosystem. And
as soon as possible. Yeah, you have to play the game when it's in the moment. Exactly.
exactly, yeah. So hurrah to Xbox fans. They'll
Yeah,
be able to play this game. And let's see if they somehow fix the multiplayer aspect. I mean co-op aspect and get it running on the Series S. Um, I don't know if they do it. Great for them. If they don't, then I'm pretty sure that many other developers are going to start really throwing the Series S under the bus as if they hadn't already.
yeah,
So,
yeah.
so yeah, I guess once again we'll just have to wait and see. And I think another news regarding Metal Gear Solid is that they have revealed the targeted rendering resolutions for the Master Collection. So on the Switch, it'll be 1080p at 30 FPS when it is stopped, and 720p at 30 FPS when it is in handheld mode. For the PlayStation and Xbox, it'll be 1080p at 60 FPS, no 4K.
Okay.
Yeah, so even if there is a next gen console, you won't be experiencing 4K, unfortunately. What do you think about that, Yashwant?
I don't think it doesn't matter, man. I care more about the 60 FPS experience, I suppose, as long as, yeah, your video is gone again.
Okay, Discord is being funny with me. But anyways, while
Yeah,
I fix it, you continue. What is your point?
yeah, yeah. I mean, that's what I said, right? It's basically I most care about the smoothness of the game. Once you experience 60 FPS, I don't think it's that easy to go back to 30 FPS, even though it looks beautiful. You want it to feel beautiful as well. So when you're playing that game and you want it to be as smooth as possible, buttery smooth as we say, right? So yeah, that's what I more care about. What about
I mean, if they're doing it for Switch, 30 FPS is what you're gonna get.
you?
Oh,
Yeah,
but then again, for people who are playing on the Switch, I don't think they really bother because they're more than happy with 30 FPS because any game that's on the Switch runs flawlessly.
yeah,
So they prefer that quality.
yeah.
So they don't mind 30 FPS. So I mean, it only when it comes down to the other consoles, I'm fine with 1080p. I'm more than happy. 60 FPS, that's a plus point for many people, but no 4K, that can also be an issue. I mean, it's become quite a big issue these days, I guess. It's like we either need 4K and 60 FPS, or we just need 4K, or we need 60 FPS. So,
60 FPS. Yeah, it's either between 4K or 60 FPS. I agree. Yeah.
yeah, I mean,
I mean, it's okay, I suppose. You have to find the balance between what you prefer most, and if you like, you want to see the world better, go for 4K. If you want to feel the world better, then maybe 60 FPS is what you want.
yeah,
Then actually, there's one more news. It's basically Hideo Kojima shared a bunch of pictures recently with both Keanu Reeves and Norman Reedus.
interesting.
Yeah, yeah. The pictures included both Keanu and Norman on motorcycles somewhere. I mean, it could be Norman just checking out the Keanu has this motorcycle company, right? Maybe he's just checking that
Yeah,
out, or but what does Kojima has to do with that? So maybe he was like, yeah, I'm friend of Rima, so I'm just sharing those pictures. Or else it could mean that you might see Keanu in Death Stranding too.
or perhaps,
Yeah,
I mean, that's something that we gamers would like, definitely. I mean, something the gamers would definitely speculate. But, you know, on a more practical note, maybe Kojima came to learn how to ride bikes from Keanu Reeves, perhaps.
that anything could be possible, man. Kojima is a absolute craze of a marketer. He knows how to market a game, how to raise the hype of a game, and he knows how to pull the gamer strings, I suppose. So he's always a step ahead, master planning his next release. So one of those.
Yeah, the funny thing about Kojima is the fact that he doesn't do anything on purpose. He just randomly posts these tweets and pictures and
That's true.
just smiles at it, and people will be like, "Oh, Kojima's doing something. Oh, he's cooking something. Oh, there's some."
Something. Kojima's cooking. Yeah, man, he's very famous for Kojima is cooking something. Yeah, I agree.
I mean, he's just having the time of his life, taking photos and doing stuff. You're like,
Yeah,
okay, you just would have been woken up like, okay, I want to take a photo with Keanu Reeves today. Take a photo with him. Immediately, people are like, oh, Keanu Reeves is going to be in Death Stranding too.
that's it too. Or
Ko-
else, wait a second. If is Kojima involved in John Wick's AAA game? That could
Mhm.
also be one more rumor. So yeah, that's where we started that rumor in ICG. So everybody knows.
Yeah, yeah. Or maybe Hideo Kojima could direct the next John Wick movie.
So, oh God, that's also true. John Stahelski taking a break from John Wick.
Yeah, yeah, but that's the thing. We would think and sit and talk and speculate about this, flood his tweet with comments and likes and everything. Meanwhile, he would have put his phone aside and started eating or going out somewhere else, trying out
Yeah,
some
he
new
likes to
fancy
watch
things.
movies. So
Yeah, so yeah, he's just enjoying it, And I feel like once I'm 50, 60, I should just be like Kojima. Just chill out.
just try to be as trolly as possible.
Well, not the troll part, just enjoy life as it is. Post pictures and stuff. Don't bother reading the comments or replying to any of them.
Yeah, yeah.
And then, just have fun. So,
True.
meanwhile, another interesting thing I forgot to mention is that Gamescom, I think it was in Gamescom, yeah, it was in Gamescom. Uh, Howard, I mean, sorry, Todd Howard had an interview with some outlet, I guess, and they were like, um, they asked him like, how long was he going to be working with Bethesda and stuff, and he openly says that he wants to
Yeah.
be like, what's his name? I forgot, unfortunately.
Martin Scorsese.
No, not him.
No, not that.
Miyamoto, I guess. Yes.
Miyamoto. Ah, right, 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 right.
Miyamoto,
Miyamoto. Yes, yes, yes.
the head of Nintendo.
Nintendo.
So,
Yes. Yep.
just
Work as old as possible. Yeah.
yeah, work for as long as he is physically capable of making games. So that's what Todd Howard wants to do. Speaking of which, it seems also on Twitter I've seen that someone has actually spent some time. I don't know how many hours they put into it, but I don't know if it was even AI made or something. I don't know because in this age, it's very difficult to know what is genuine and what is
Yeah.
fake because of AI art. But there was a tweet where someone actually made Todd Howard as their character in Starfield. So
Ah, yes, yes. I saw that. I don't know. It could be AI. It could be the character making in Starfield that what do you say, granular and very detailed. Yes, I did see that tweet, and I was like, "Oh man, this better be not false." So,
yeah, I mean, if players are able to create that much of detail for their character, then that must mean the Starfield character creator is pretty awesome.
insane. Yeah, I don't know. Practically thinking, right? The character is always facing other side of the camera. So, what's the
Mm.
use?
But
Just
still,
for the cinematics, I suppose, if they are talking, maybe you can create your own face. They're like, hey, we integrating with this generative AI. So scan your face, upload it to the game, and you're part of the Starfield universe now. So
yeah,
what do you say? Microsoft has all the facial recognitions and can unlock Apple iPhone and yeah,
yeah,
the speculations, the rumors go on.
yeah. Thank you for giving ideas to the CIA and FBI.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, regarding the character thing, you know that you can always just uh, stop your character somewhere and just rotate the camera to see the character's face, right?
Yeah,
So
but you're gonna be like in this view, so you're gonna be walking towards your camera. So
yeah, yeah, yeah. But then again, once his tweet went in, I mean, obviously there are plenty of different people commenting that it's
yeah,
fake, it's AI, this is
yeah.
not real. Some people like, awesome, some guy must have been really jobless, someone must have been really creative. And then, of course, there are people who are like, do Phil Spencer next, do Jim Ryan. We need to see Jim Ryan in Starfield. I
Yeah,
mean, people just really, really want to, make the most out of what they can get. And
yeah.
one,
Wait, actually, coming to Miyamoto, right? I also there this news was went out, right? Like Charles Martinet will no longer voice Mario and other characters.
uh-huh,
He will stay at Nintendo in the role of Mario ambassador.
mhm,
So that's huge. Everybody who has known Mario, it's the voice behind Mario, Charles Martinet, and it's end of an era. That's what I did.
yes, no more It's a Me Mario anymore.
It's me, Mario.
Yes,
That's
yes.
the first thing you remember. Yeah, and I also saw Miyazaki seems to confirm Elden Ring, apparently. And I quote, some lower bit clarifications and reveals are being saved for future games. That's
Oh,
an end quote. So that's what he says.
mhm. Future
Elden
games.
Ring 2, Elden Ring DLC, or what?
I'm mostly leaning towards the DLC because
Mm.
it's been cooking for 2 years at this point. So I don't know. Uh, I guess we'll just have to wait and see because the DLC is huge apparently because they started work on the DLC like maybe uh
An year before the actual release?
no, not a year before the actual release. they started the DLC work on the DLC like a month or two after the release of Elden Ring
After the
itself.
right. Yeah, yeah.
So and the thing is, the DLC is still like uh, coming out only I think next year.
Next year. Yeah.
So I wouldn't be surprised if the DLC is as massive as Elden Ring as it is. I mean, the fact that in order to understand the lore, you have to watch YouTube videos is it's kind of insane in my thing. But I mean,
Why coming to that, right? Why is nobody making a movie or a series for Souls like Dark Souls, Demon Souls, Elden Ring, and the games that From Software comes up with? They have this huge, amazing story, amazing lore. There's lot of potential. I do remember in one of the podcasts we're talking about something about a Demon Souls or some
yeah,
movie or series.
anime is
Anime,
coming.
right. Yeah. I remember now.
Dark
I don't
Souls
know where
anime.
that is. Yeah, Dark Souls anime. I don't know where that is right now, but I want to see that happen, man. I'm really excited for that. If that is true, please make that happen. And you have an amazing, what to say, new way to earn money for the studio.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, the thing about FromSoft is, I think they like to keep their lore and story and experiences within the game itself. They don't want to do it through any other media. I think that's why they had George R. R. Martin for some of the story aspects of
Yeah,
Elden Ring itself. So I think uh, for them making a movie or something like that is not enough, I guess, because for a game that has 100+ hours of gameplay, and even then you cannot understand the lore completely unless you go through every single item you pick up and read its description.
exactly.
I don't think a movie can justify, maybe even, I don't think they can even cover a portion of the entire lore. So,
No, that's what I'm telling. The movie, I don't think so. Maybe one more. It's like a franchise movie if they're going with a movie. So part one, part two, part three, all those things comes with a movie. So maybe a series, a limited series, just one season covering everything about Demon Souls, I suppose. So I think Demon Souls is very big lore. It has amazing story. One season should be good, I suppose, for Demon Souls. With 1 hour episodes, maybe 10 episodes or 15 episodes. So I think if you want to adapt Souls like Dark Souls, Demon Souls, or Elden Ring, I absolutely think it should be a series. That's what I believe. Look at Game of Thrones, man. How huge that is.
yeah,
It
like,
has hardcore R rating stuff. What is more hardcore R rating stuff than Souls games?
yeah, but in Souls games, there aren't some of the R-rated stuff in Game of Thrones now.
That is true. I agree, but still, I think there is a lot of potential with Souls as a series.
Yeah, but then again, all we can do is hope and
True.
just enjoy the games as they are games. So, I mean, there are pretty great videos on YouTube. I mean, some people actually put in quite a lot of effort to make, very good, just very good quality videos regarding the lore of Elden Ring and stuff. So,
What Vidya comes up first for me.
yeah, Vati Vidya. And I don't know, there was some other person who did it. Recently, I watched a video, I don't remember who, but if I do remember, I'll send you a link or something so you can watch it. It's really good. And speaking of which, you should play Elden Ring sometime.
I should. I will. Yeah.
Yes, yes. Just like every other game, you will.
Every other game. Trust me,
Yeah,
man. I'm not finding time, but yeah.
yeah. Well, you just tell me when you get time. I'll ship my copy of Elden Ring to you.
Thank you.
Yes, and then you'll be stuck in that game for God knows how long.
How long? Sure.
Yeah, but anyways, I think we covered everything we needed to talk about on today's podcast.
Yes. Yeah,
Man, I thought I had a lot of topics and we just breezed through them quite quickly, actually.
absolutely. Yeah,
But then again, that's the part of the podcast. We just get through things very soon, and you don't know the time is passing by. But anyways, that will conclude our podcast for this week. And the thing is, this coming week, the games for September's PlayStation Plus Essential will be revealed,
yeah,
and we will be announcing that on our next episode as usual. And I really hope they give us a good game because 4 months have been a waste for me for subscribing to PS Plus. No good games. I yeah, one or two are good, but they are not like games that I would download again and play at a later date or something. So
yeah.
um, I don't know. Hopefully, the coming months might have some good games. I just have to wait and see for that. So, anyways, once again, thank you all for joining us and for watching this episode. Kindly like and subscribe, watch our videos. Something is completely wrong with YouTube because our 20 hours of watch time has dropped down to 16 hours. I don't know for what reason. But yeah, all we can do is just watch more of our videos. So, yes, kindly do that. And have a nice week ahead. We'll see you next weekend. This is Abdul and Yeshwanth signing off.
Thank you all. Bye bye.
Thank you all. Take care. See you next time. Bye bye.